Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we mail it in for the day before vacation. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Katie Joyce, Stephen Drizzy, and Tim Swyatt.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hey, so yeah, we've got a vacation today coming up, starting tomorrow. It's both weekends and then the full week in between, so you're talking about being out for 9 days, and it's going to be the best of. So best of the Bourbon Daily, which is pretty cool. We've got over 3,000 shows for you to enjoy, so there's plenty of good material there. And it's good to go back and revisit some of those old shows, because not everybody gets a chance to go back and hear them, and in some instances, hear how we've evolved. So, yeah, it'll be good.
Does it start with show 529, Steve?
Yeah, 529. Sure.
How long before the April Fool's mailing it in gets to appear on Best Of?
I might rerun that one. That one was good enough. I might just throw that one in there. So yeah, yeah. Even though it's only a couple weeks earlier, I might do that. So yeah. What did you say there, Jeff? Sorry, I missed your.
Well, that was KK.
Fuck you, Akeley. Oh yeah. Yeah. Jeff, was that the one? So Jeff gets up tonight. So let's go back to last week when we were recording, and Jeff, there was an incident with Jeff. And Tim, I need you. Well, no, we're going to go to Katie here. We're going to go to Katie. Katie's going to be a judge on this for us.
Okay.
Katie, so Jeff got up to go to the bathroom between shows. He was playing, like McNew will just get up and walk out in the middle of the show. She literally doesn't give a fuck.
Does not care.
Right before she does small talk.
Does not care. Does not care at all. She'll just get up and leave. And if she feels the show will go on.
No.
I have small talk, and then you start and she walks off.
Right. Or we're doing our plugs at the end. This is the end of the show, and I'll do McNew was right before me. So McNew goes, but it's all the other guest people based on your tenure with the organization. Yep. So who's ever the newest will go first, and then someone will go second, someone will go third, then McNew goes fourth. McNew will sit there through the whole show. She'll sit there through the first person going, the second person going, the third person about halfway through their plug, she gets up and leaves. Yes. What the fuck? You could have left any other time and come back. No, it's right before you're getting ready to get your little segment here. Yeah.
In which you know where you're going because it's always the same. It's not
always the same. Right.
Who else is on tonight?
This is a pop quiz. This is a pop quiz where you
order switches. No.
It's because I think I can be so quick and I'm not.
It's all right. The person completes their plug, and then we're waiting for McNew. This is how this shit goes down.
Jeff and Treasy, 1 eye, 2 Z's. There goes McNew.
Yeah, there goes McNew. Pops up. Yeah, just She's a positive walk. She not a care in the world. She's not worried. Not worried. Steve's gonna be mad. The show's gonna be ruined. No, she's
You ruined the
walk
runs.
right out of there. I gotta go to the bathroom.
No.
Positive walk. Oh, yay.
At least it wasn't the poop face.
Everyone's doing the elbows up happy dance, by the way, for those listening.
I know. Sometimes it's not me having to pee. Sometimes it's my cat being an asshole at the door, and I can't stand the scratching sound. So I'm like, it's only 2 seconds to like reach over here and open this door and let her dumbass in. So I'm not always going to pee during that
So
time.
do you get distracted on the 2 steps back then and like get lost?
I don't. Is there a portal? I don't know.
Is there a portal? Yeah. So that's life with McNew. So yes, that's the kind of stuff we have to deal with. So yeah, fun stuff. It is it's a vacation time, but best of. So it'll be some good stuff. We might play the April Fools just because it was a well-received show. We don't normally play them back that quickly, but that was such a classic. We may go to
That was a golden one.
That
Yes.
that was a good one.
Special moment.
Yeah. Jeff, you said there's something you want to talk about. What was that, sir?
I didn't. So now
Katie.
That was Katie. I often okay. I know how I did that. I was talking to Jeff. Almost got off the hook there. I was talking about the incident with.
Oh, yes, you start on a
Yes.
Jeff story.
So yeah, I just lost myself in my own conversation. So Jeff gets up at one point to go to the bathroom, and peeking out as his shirt rides up when you stand up, we see a whale tail. Jeff's wearing like a woman's thong, and we say something about it. He denies everything. Of course, you didn't see that. No, I didn't see
Full denial.
Yeah, complete denial. And then tonight I thought, well, we'll get this resolved today. And he had to, of course, use the restroom between shows. And rather than just standing up where we got to see, okay, these are actually boxers that poke up, he held the shirt down so we couldn't see. I think this is an indication of guilt. Just based on what we see here, this is the only evidence we have. He's clearly where he wears a woman's lingerie. Based on that evidence, it's clear to me.
No, your evidence is circumstantial,
Oh
sir.
my God.
There are male thongs, Steve.
If you guys accused me of wearing women's underwear, I would, the next time I came in, I'd give you guys a nice long look at a pair of BVDs. I'd let that shit run. I'd have the positive stand up where I'd make sure everyone saw it. You get your cameras out, screen cap this, whatever you need to just prove that Jeff held his shirt down. It was like, you ain't saying nothing this time.
No,
Yeah.
Steve would be like, send the shit to TMZ. I'm not.
Right. So Katie, clearly
No.
he's guilty of wearing women's
Your
underwear.
evidence is circumstantial, and Jeff is very much a shinesty man. And end of story. Case dismissed.
Yeah, I can't even. There's not even a comeback. I just got to sit here and see what happens.
That's where whatever you're comfortable with. It's
Oh yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with that, Jeff. It's just, you be you, but just admit to it. If he just admit to what's going on here, I'd just feel better because I know what I saw.
I only have a tiny gavel here at home. Case dismissed.
Listen though. So what if it was not a whale tail? What if it was like ripped underwear? What if it was like so ripped?
Ripped underwear. That's some bad rips because it was multi-rips.
Worse if it's ripped. Like get
Then
rid
he
of
needs to go on a vacation with Steve so he can be in the trash can of the hotel.
And I just have to leave them all behind when I'm down in Florida. So
So they could have been riding up a little bit, Steve. Maybe it was a full coverage style of underwear that were riding up that made it look like a whale tail.
Boy,
That is quite the wedgie you're
that
accusing him of there, sir.
would be quite the wedgie.
Well,
we had been sitting here for quite a
He's
while.
leaning forward a little bit. Things will stay and push, and I could see where a wedge is possible.
If Jeff was just like, you know what? I do what I do. It makes me feel pretty. That's what I like. I would be like, Jeff, that's cool, man. Do whatever you want to do. You want to wear the whale tail? Go ahead, but just admit to it.
Honestly though, like I think that could be comfortable. Like it's like a little hammock. It would probably not feel bad for a dude. I don't know, but
It looked like it was riding pretty high up his back, though. It looked like it looked beyond comfort to me. I think he didn't even have to go to the bathroom. He just had to dig that whale tail out. Is what he was doing. It had gone up too far while he was sitting there. That's the real
It
reason.
wasn't a lower back tattoo.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
is there a tramp stamp that we
A
don't
revealing tramp stamp.
we talk about
No, I have one tattoo and it's up on my collarbone. So
Oh.
Yeah.
No chance.
He doesn't
That's the right
deny.
bone for it to
He
be
doesn't
by, so
deny
that's
the
good.
whale tail, but he denies the tattoo.
It's 80% in my favor right now, so I'm just sticking with that. I got 4. No, it's 3, so 75%. Sorry, there's 3 people seem to be on my side here.
Where do you think Tim fits? Tim, where do you fit on this one? You think
Tim has been defending me.
has he?
I've been
Yes.
providing reasonable doubt, is what I've been providing.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
I call that defense.
Okay.
That's legitimate. Yes,
Yeah.
reasonable. Providing reasonable defense.
If I called witness to the
Usually
stand
that's when
Justine
you're quiet.
Mays,
Usually when you know your client's guilty AF and you're like, I can put some
Okay.
reasonable doubt in here.
does it make a difference if I call Justine Mays to the stand? Because I think there's nobody more that people think tells the truth than Justine.
Trial is
Mays.
now. If you're the
It's
one
gonna
who
tell
called
you
the trial to order, where's your witness? Did you appear without your
Well,
witness?
she goes to bed early, so we're it's 11:30.
See there, it's a
Defense had
convenient
an
argument.
opportunity to see your witness list.
Yep.
She was on those shows. She saw it too. She's definitely
Well, unfortunately, that would be hearsay at the moment, sir. So,
Huh.
without your witnesses available.
man. If I
The
could
person who
recall.
called it out was KK.
Oh yeah,
and
KK saw it.
Okay.
Oh, because
Yeah.
that's a reliable witness.
We already know.
I can't. You can shoot many holes in the KK one. Justine's a different matter, but the KK, that's a tough witness.
What number show was this? Because KK's reliability has a very sharp curve.
Jeff's attorney would be loving the fact KK was on the witness list.
Oh my gosh!
They would subpoena the show where she fell off the fell down and hit into her computer.
I love the she would pass out or come back or break her computer, and when she was so angry, she'd be like, "Fuck you, Steve!"
Fuck you, Hinkley.
Yeah, it's pleasant, right? So
It was so great.
oh yeah, it's good radio for sure. So there you go. All right. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start this time with me. I've got James E. Pepper, the decanter one. So the decanter.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got. I'm going to do low hold cork.
Yes.
Oh,
Look at that.
Katie knows what
Low
she's
hold?
talking about.
Proud of you,
Yeah.
Steve.
Pops.
Proud of you for getting that low hold on it.
The low hold was key. Yeah, that was good. All right. Next up is Katie.
I have Dancing Goat Distillery, a quirkier toasted blend.
Wow. That low hold,
All right. Tim,
especially on the bulbous bottom of that bottle.
I feel
my
it's
God.
close. I feel it's close enough. I'll throw it to Tim as a judge here.
No, I'm fully aroused with the low hold that Katie Troop has put out there, and the top was
Oh my God!
explosive.
What? As a judge, you don't say things like "I'm fully aroused."
Roused.
I don't want to say that.
The
They
listening
cover that in
audience will
day
concur
one
with
of
this
judge
one.
school.
They will also
That-
be
that's
appropriately
one of the
Day
things that
one of baby judge school. Do not say fully aroused from the bench.
God, that crime was so hot. You
The
can't.
word,
All right.
General just corrected me. The word was titillating. I'm titillated by the sound of that cork
It's
pop.
not better.
Okay.
Not better.
So there we go. We did throw it to a judge, so that means Katie, despite the fact that no matter how wrong I think it is, I have to live with it because we threw it to a judge. So Katie
We have
has
no
the lead.
appeals here.
No appeals. No appeals. We'll let Tim go next. He's set up who he has to beat here at this point because he made the call.
Yeah, my manometer's bursting right now with Leopold 3-chamber rye. Slide on the set. You at least hear the desk.
Yeah, we heard the
did hear
desk.
the desk.
We heard the desk. That's all we
Okay, at
heard.
least that, I'm
Solid.
happy. At
We
least
only
that.
heard the
There's
desk,
no
buddy.
pork chop.
Yeah,
Yeah, you win with the whiskey though. You got the best whiskey so far.
it was a good one.
All right, Jeff, you're next.
Well, I don't have what Steve has, but I have a James E. Pepper 1776 100 proof.
Okay. Ooh, I think that's our new leader. That was enough to take over the lead. So
Did have
Jeff,
some squeaking before the pop.
There was a little squeak.
There is a
Okay.
little bit of turning squeak in
all
preparation.
right, I'm going to throw it to a
So-
judge. McNew, who has
Someone's
the
got to
lead?
decide, was that part of the pop? He did pause between the squeaking and
All
the
right,
pop.
we'll
so.
let McNew decide. Is it Jeff or is it Katie?
So I do think we're just looking for the pop, and Jeff had the pop. So
Okay, Jeff had the pop.
Ow. Would
All right,
not
Katie.
have gone that way.
Katie, as wrong as you think that is, you have to live with it. We already discussed
As
live with
wrong
it.
as the previous judge thinks that is.
Tim just made it so weird. I made it less weird. So you
Okay.
guys are all welcome. That was
We need to bring some clarity back here, McNew. About time for you to go take a leak.
All right, McNew, you're last but not least. You got to beat Jeff.
No.
Jeff is our leader.
I don't think I will. I have a copper craft and these corks don't really do much. So
No, nothing
Good.
there. Nothing there. Congratulations to Jeff. And I still think I had the
Jeff.
best, but again, I lost an appeal. Cheers.
From whale tail allegation to cork pop winner.
Oh,
See
yeah.
what happens on
What
here?
a day for Jeff. What a day for.
That's a show right there.
Right, all right.
Even Steven, I'm just, it all breaks even.
It all breaks even.
a win's a win.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to continue to mail it in as it is the day before vacation. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
I'm Ryan Thompson, and I am a billionaire, and KK will get none of my whiskey, and I enjoy my single malt scotch. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily. Pendleton, where's my caviar?
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are mailing it in the day before vacation.
Yes, we are. So, McNew, you said there's something you want to talk about on this show. What do you got?
Okay, so there was like this phenomenon when I was a child. Phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
Phenomena. Listen to me. I'm going to talk now.
Phenomena.
The look of
Ruined
aggravation
it.
on McNew's face made all of that so much better.
I know. Audience doesn't get to see that, but it was fantastic.
Other effers. I was in the middle of a sentence.
Right.
This is why I walk off and go to the bathroom. I cannot stand any of you.
I'm going to have to go pee now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you finish and I'll be back. All right. But no. So there was this thing when I was
Phenomena.
God damn it.
Fuck you, Oakley.
Go ahead. You have the floor, McNew. It's
No.
all yours.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No.
All right. So when I was a kid, my mom specifically made me think it was illegal to like turn the car light on when you were like on the highway, right? Like she was like, "No, we're gonna die.
It's illegal.
I'm gonna get arrested. We don't fucking touch the light." Like that was a
I'm going to
thing.
get arrested.
So it was like, and also she had told me if you take a shower, I thought of this during the storms the other night because they were bad here, that if you take a shower during a storm, you're going to get electrocuted from the lightning. I love a shower during a storm. I do it all the time. These things are not true.
Right.
So I wanted to know, what did your parents convince you?
I got a good one.
You if you did it.
Yeah. When I was a kid, every mom in the neighborhood, and everybody, a lot of my friends in the neighborhood, for some reason, if somebody got an above ground pool, and then everybody had an above ground pool. But after lunch, because we would always be at someone else's house for lunch, because we were, you get pushed out the door and then you're done for the day. But if you're swimming, you'd be at that house, and then you typically would have lunch at that house, and you had to wait for an hour. And literally, they would set the timer, the goddamn time. There'd be like 15 minutes, and we're like, "Can we get in?" No, you got 15 more minutes. Because if we got in with like 15 minutes left, we would then, even though it's a 4-foot tall pool, we would cramp up so bad we would just sink to the bottom and die.
Because you were doing such hardcore swimming
Right.
that you really needed.
Yes. No one could save us. We'd be dead. We would be dead.
Would flip or something. It was like, no, you'll get sick if you. Why? What was that?
I don't know.
That is a great example.
Right. Why did moms?
We've all heard it.
Jeff, you heard that too?
Oh yeah.
For 30 minutes after a meal.
Why did they do that to us?
I'm pretty sure as a kid it was opposite. I was the one who heard that somewhere else, and we would eat, and my mom would be like, "Okay, get back in the pool," and I'm like, "Whoa, no, we gotta wait an hour." And she's like, "You're already 5 feet tall at like 10 years old. Go stay in the shallow end." Like
her mom was trying to offer.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. She's trying to get her that mega cramp that just drags you to the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a weird one too. It was like, why an hour? Why 30 minutes?
Right.
But they would like purposely pull you out to feed you. Like kids can go all day without eating.
Exactly. We're just having fun in the pool.
Why are you interrupting them?
Here comes somebody's mom with sandwiches. Come on, guys, let's get the sandwiches.
Why didn't they ever give us like the floating buffet? Like, why do we have to get out? That would have been the cool parent thing.
Well, because we'd cramp up and die.
Chips and dip.
So like Amazon didn't exist then. Like when I had a pool, like I ordered one of those. It was great. I could have like little snacks, my drink, buy my floaty. It was fantastic. But that like moms didn't used to get to Amazon the shit that we can now. I don't think they knew that existed. So
they didn't know Amazon existed.
They also like thought you had to pull you out.
So my mom phenomenon.
We always had pools when I was a kid, like above ground pools. But like my mom, like my brother and I are like very dark, like dark hair. We tan. My cousins are redheaded, and my mom was babysitting for my cousin, so she just like threw him in the pool with us.
No.
And got 3rd-degree burns. And my mom is dark.
Kids blistering.
That sounds miserable.
Oh, the gentle ginger got burned.
My aunt showed up, and this is not my mom's sister. This is my dad's sister, who already like doesn't like my mom. And she's like, "You got a little sunburn today." I'm like, "You fucking fried him because he's not us." And we just.
Oh no.
It was so bad.
It was so bad.
This is what, from a young age, I was also neurotic about sunscreen. That was because other people would just like send their kids out without it, and I was the one who had to put on like sunscreen for recess in school because I would burn.
You're that kid.
Oh, the dork. Now we know who the dork in the room is. Yeah, it was Katie.
My brother would make fun of me for it even. My little brother didn't have to, worry about it as much somehow.
He had to separate himself from you.
My brother would be like, "Hey, nerd alert, look at her."
Did you get your sunscreen on? You
sunscreening. Yeah. I bet she wears
Skechers. We used to have this whole thing where if you drove past cemeteries, you had to hold your breath because if you breathed in, you'd be possessed. To this day.
Oh.
Day.
And also train tracks. Like, did you have to hold your feet up?
Yes.
You can't touch
Yes.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, makes sense.
Yeah.
No, to this day, the 14-year-old will scream out, "Secretary!" We will sit and hold our breath, but she'll breathe through her nose. When she was a kid, she didn't know how to hold her breath. Babies, the boys were doing it. So she breathed through her nose. And so we'll look at us, like, you'll go through, like, some of these, you go in the city, and there's these long cemeteries, like 2-3 block cemeteries. And you see her just breathe, and the boys are screaming.
Right.
And then she's like, oh, then we started this thing. Well, give me a shovel. So they give him a shovel, a fake shovel, and they bang him in the head to kill the person because they're possessed now. Like they turn into zombies. It's this whole thing.
Oh my
So
God.
the general, every time we go past the cemetery now, she's just like, you're idiots. So we always hit her in the head with a shovel and knock her off. She's the first one to go in the zombie apocalypse.
So
You slow down. That's what I would do. I would slow down.
She's like, and then after she says the zombie thing, she's like, let me tell you about this dream I had about Akeley.
That's right. Candy dishes. I had to get on all fours.
That guy gets good lemon head.
Oh my God.
I hope she doesn't listen to the
Vivid
show.
dream.
Yeah. All right. Jeff, was there anything your parents told you that it was just bullshit? Now you know as an adult it was bullshit.
Well, I know the one I heard the most was, anytime someone was making a face, your face is going to freeze that way. We heard that. I heard
no,
that
you gotta slap him in the back.
thousand
You got
times.
hit in the back making that face. You got hit in the back of the head. Your face would stay that way.
Yeah.
That was my dad added that one where I'd be making a face. He hit me in the back of the head. I think he just wanted to hit me. But
Yeah.
that's-
Right.
That was my thing.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Don't pick
that's
your
the
nose.
one I,
You're gonna
the
make your
swimming
brain
one was
friendly.
big for us.
Sure. Swimming.
Yes, was a one.
We'd have family reunions. We'd be at a lake, and you'd have the big picnic, the hamburgers and the hot dogs, and then of course we all want to go in the lake. Nope, you can't.
Can't go in the lake. No.
And I don't understand why they did that, because they were only punishing themselves. Like, they were
Right.
kill these fucking kids for an hour. Like, get them fucking back in the water. Like,
Right.
why are they only
Yeah,
punishing?
that's all you want to do when you're a kid is swim. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Even if it's like freezing cold. I can't get in cold water now. But when
Oh
I
my
was a
gosh,
kid,
yes.
it didn't matter the temperature.
The kids will get in water that is even like 72 degrees and they jump right in. I'm like, oh, excuse me, anything below 84 and I'm
Right.
considering this. Like,
Yeah. Kids have no problem. I don't understand.
like
That is-
86 is the perfect pool.
They just wanna be
I really
swimming.
would like it kept at just 86, please. Like,
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy at 92. That's also great. Like, I
it's
don't
a
need.
little bath watery, but I can work with that.
Yeah.
Mayo
So
Clinic. The Mayo Clinic in 2018 has debunked the wait for 30 minutes to swim after eating because the American Medical Association said they were worried that people might drown or struggle to swim because blood would be diverted to their full stomachs instead of their muscles.
Right,
What the
right.
fuck? Ridiculous.
Oh,
Ridiculous.
it's awesome.
Crazy.
Katie, you said there's also something you had another topic. What do you got for us?
Oh, yes. Okay. So my other topic was, is there a certain age in which you will just let people like ramble on and talk in which you wouldn't normally
Oh, okay.
allow at other age groups? I think some of it applies, like if a little kid is babbling on you, let them go. So I'm asking this because I had a woman in my courtroom today and she was 93 years old and she went on this whole random rant and I was eating it up. Like I was letting her go. She was talking at one point, she was talking about how girls these days shouldn't just let boys move in that are going to expect the girls to take care of them. And she went on this thing about how God intended men to marry a woman and take care of her, but a woman shouldn't rely on the man either. She should also work and make sure she's set up. And she had this whole like life philosophy
Okay.
she's going through that it was 100% unrelated to what we were actually in court for. And so,
Like, you're not wrong, but go on.
Yeah.
but I was enjoying it. And so I was just letting her go. And I was like, tell me about it. Let's do it. And I didn't realize that our WebEx was zoomed into my face apparently at that point. And so last I had looked at it, it was like showing the entire courtroom. I was just like a little figure in there. And then an attorney friend of mine texted me and I later saw it. And she said, I am dying at your face right now while this woman is going off on this story. So apparently everyone on WebEx got to see how much I was enjoying the randomness as well.
Okay.
But just because she was 93, I was letting her do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is there an
exactly.
age cutoff for
Okay.
this? So like when it's okay that you'll just
That's a
let
good
a person
question.
keep going?
Yeah.
It's a great question.
I feel like these days, I think it was different for my grandparents. They were old at, younger than me. I remember now my grandparents in their 50s and they were fucking ancient.
They were ancient. Yep.
Yeah. I think the age now I think is 80 because I think in the 70s you still have a pretty most people are still healthy enough in their 70s. They still have a pretty active life. They travel, they do things. I think when you get to 80, a lot of that is clipped and you're just you're a little bit more homebound, and I think you're at the point where you don't give a fuck, and I think you got to kind of respect that. They can kind of say whatever they want, and I think they for the most part do. So yeah, I think
it
that's
like a cutoff, or is it a sliding scale? Like, does the time you allow them to rant keep going up as they get older?
Yeah, probably, because you realize
give
that
respect to the elder.
Yeah, respect for the elder. So yes, yeah. Well, unless
They're
they're
a lot of shit that you haven't let them roll.
Would you allow something to go on arguably more half an hour longer than it should?
Well,
maybe
not. There's limits. There's limits. Yeah,
that's quite a reach.
Right. Yeah. I think at some point, you got to step in. Right.
I'm not quite 60. I'm hoping my kids are letting me ram. I know they are, and they're laughing about it later.
Right.
There's a point like where it stops being entertaining, and I'm just kind of like, okay, let's put you to bed. As long as I'm entertained, they can go as long as they fucking want it.
Right.
My entertainment is key here.
Yeah.
But let's keep the material fresh, Meemaw. Let's go.
Oh, there's none of that though. It's mostly the same stories and the same.
Well, so I found out later that this rant that I listened to this morning, apparently she gives the same spiel every time she's in court. So the clerks in the courtroom had heard this 5 times over.
She's 93. Why is she got to keep going to court? What's she doing?
It's like mentioned
she's 3 years old,
and another judge was like, "Oh yeah, she talked about mentioned 3 things." I'm like, "Oh yeah, she mentioned all of those."
Yeah. Really? But why is she here? What is she doing? What was her point?
There wasn't one, to the point that her great granddaughter was with her and turned and said, Grammy, you need to stick to the point of today.
Right. Why did they bring her? She's 93. She's not driving herself. Somebody brought her. Why are they?
She might have driven herself, honestly. Because she was working up recently until she fell in the flower garden.
This is all terrible.
No man's going to tell her not to drive.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Right.
She's like not in a home, like knitting sweaters. What?
She's out in the flower garden, and she slipped in the flower garden and hurt her leg, so she isn't able to work right now.
She should get those Skechers with the Goodyear soles.
She would have had the Skechers with the Goodyear technology. Exactly. She wouldn't have fallen.
Yeah. And by the way, it would have been nice and cool in there too.
It's a public service announcement every show.
Cooling memory foam in there.
God. Like, I hope when I am 93, I'm not spending my day in courtrooms. I hope I am in my driveway drinking margaritas at 10 a.m. Like, why?
Skechers.
She did it wrong. She has done life wrong.
She could have been doing that. There was no need for her to be there today. Right. She was just there in support of her great granddaughter. So
her great granddaughter
had to get on the mic too. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, there's no reason for her to be supporting this. Baby, go get drunk in the driveway.
I just let her commandeer the entire hearing. I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, there you go. There's a little bit of fun before we head on vacation. That stuff, hopefully you get a lot of good laughs, but this was a little fun send-off. We'll be back with a mailing it in show when we return from vacation, which will be pretty cool. So that's what we do. So there you go.
Steve, when you're on vacation, I got a little assignment for you.
Sure.
I want you to do a whale tail count on men.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And you're down there for 2 weekends and the full week between. I think the over-under's got to be something like 11.
11? You think so?
It'd be so good.
You're paying close attention.
This is going to be in Steve's mind because, like, when you manifest things, you're like, I want to see blue cars. You're going to see so many blue cars. Now Steve is going to see so many men.
I heard a thing recently. It's like
I wonder what he's missing out.
Yeah.
The fact that if you go on a walk, it's called like a color walk, and you go, and even if it's a place you normally walk, you look for a specific color, and then you notice new things because they're red or because they're blue. So Steve is going to have his meditative
whale tail
watch. Whale tail watch.
Yeah, whale tail walk on the whole fucking beach.
Yeah.
Love this.
Positive walking style. Positive walking style.
So. The audience can see this whole group doing the Steve Akeley happy dance.
In their Skechers. Yeah. Step in technology.
Are you going to make little cards that talk about Skechers with the Goodyear technology to hand out to people, like business cards?
I think so, yeah.
You should contact Skechers. They should have sent you some with your shoes.
They should.
You should be sponsored by this point.
Does anybody know anybody that works for Skechers? If so, have them reach out to me.
Or by the way, Snoop Dogg sold it to him, so reach out to
Snoop Dogg. Have Snoop Dogg reach out to me. That'd be cool. I want to talk about the Skechers. That'd be awesome.
Start your own affiliate marketing now, Steve, just for Skechers.
What if they're like the Snoop Dogs and then there's like the Steve Aikleys? Like you'd be like the twins of the Skechers.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
That could be good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Is there anything
with some like
print
floral
on that
print?
shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Bahama look there.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah.
would be nice.
No doubt.
Steve,
Okay.
what if you
Bourbon
like
with
you
Tommy
did
Bahamas.
Tommy Bahama X Skechers? Like you did the collab.
Yeah, I could set that up.
There you go.
I could set that up. That would be cool.
Honestly, that's not a bad market for Skechers. Like that would be
Yeah.
good for them to get into.
I know Tommy Bahama
Semi-retired
shirts.
men.
I know Tommy Bahama shirts, and I don't see 30-year-old guys wearing Tommy Bahama shirts. It's all people my age. Yeah, yeah. But by the way, they usually are doing pretty well. Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're not doing bad.
Right.
But no, Tommy Bahama's X Skechers. I think you could have a whole Steve organized. Do that.
Okay. I think I could do it too. So there you go. There you go. Could be launching a whole new career for me. We'll see.
Coming to a Kohl's near you soon.
Kohl's, yes. Perfect.
Ross stores.
Wait, we're not signing off yet because Kohl's is a goddamn cult. Because I went there.
It is.
What did I start?
You don't even know what you're paying.
Yeah. And they give me Kohl's cash, and they're like, "You have."
But they tell you how much you save, and the number is huge.
Oh, of course, yeah. You just saved $800.
You saved $3 million.
Right.
I spent $150. They're like, "Here's $30 in Kohl's cash." So I'm like, "Oh, cool, $30 free money."
Free
and then
money.
I spend $150 more. And then they give me more money, and I just keep going, and that's a cult. Like
it's a cult. Kohl's is a cult.
Trapped me. They have trapped me, and I need to stop going because it's 10 minutes from
everything out of the state of Wisconsin is a cult. Yeah,
it's cult.
Menards, cult. Yeah,
you get you in the rebate game.
11% rebate.
Yeah.
Okay, no, they
did everything in this bag.
I didn't know that the rebate was a thing I actually had to mail in. So I bought stuff there at Menards the other day.
You never sent it in.
It's less money. But no, you don't pay less money. You have to mail in less money. I'm not going to fucking do that. So I just paid more money. But like that
is indeed the business model.
Stupid. So like their light section though is beautiful. So I'm like a fucking moth in their light section. So I like treat myself to like walk through there first. Cause I'm like, oh, these chandeliers, they're so nice. And then I'm like mesmerized and I buy so much shit at Menards. It's a trap also.
It's a trap.
Send those rebates to Elk Mound, Wisconsin. It's probably like multi-million-dollar estates and everything like that. The whole city's like funded off of failed rebates, not sent back and not captured.
All right. Oh yeah.
It's got to be just an absolute bomber of a. The supper club must be huge.
No, because they're like, can we put it in the bag? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Put my receipt in the bag. I don't want my receipt. I don't want to see what I did here. That's fine. And I throw those bags away when I get home. And I'm never going to put it in a rebate. Why do they not do it automatically when I swipe my card?
Because then they don't have to pay it out.
Correct.
Right.
It's kind of like rounding up for charity. So they can put it as their charitable donation and not you.
Yeah. I just like round numbers, so I go with the roundup.
Really? Okay.
It makes my like little OCD happy.
I'll remember that.
Something.
So Katie, if Katie spends and it ends in $52.37, I'll be like, you want to round up to 100?
Yeah, perfect.
That's nice.
That's how I tip at every restaurant is I round up to the next like number at certain intervals and I will over tip before I under tip. And so I leave some impressive tips sometimes because I'm like, oh, this $60 could be $100, and I like the way $100 looks.
Wow. Okay.
So
generous.
I had that the other day. So like I went to brunch with my friend, and our bill was like $66.67.
Oh.
And he was like, don't like it. I'm like, no, it's not $6. It's fine. There's a 7 on there. He's like, no, get another drink. And I'm like, don't call me twice. So he's like, okay, good, it's fine. So I'm like, that was a thing, and I'm like, you just made the bill more. So I was like, I'm happy I'm drinking more, but like, you just made me like it's stupid. Like I'm like, people get weird about numbers sometimes.
It happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
if you can make something a palindrome, even better.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Jeff, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Well, for the next hour, you can find me sorting my underwear drawer into ball hammocks and whale tails. And after that, I'll be on Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo, Jeff and Dreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
All right, Tim.
Me? Wow. It's tough to
You lost rank, Tim. I'm sorry.
Right.
I love it.
I went the wrong order.
If you want to round up anything, you can find me on Venmo at SwyGuy2112 and on Instagram at SwyGuy2112 and on YouTube at our flagship whiskey.
Katie.
You can find me. Oh, I can't say it. Never mind. You can find me over on Instagram at Katie Proof.
Should you separate out your ball hammocks and your whale tails? Yes.
Oh my. McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV, but I'm also going to encourage Jeff to do an OnlyFans of sorting his undie situation.
Oh, Jeff and
business opportunity.
Jeff's on OnlyFans.
Is that still going to be 2 Z's, 2 I's on the OnlyFans, sir?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be something like that. Yep.
He is getting ready to retire, so he needs retirement income. So this
I need that income.
Yeah, yeah.
People would love to see the underdoor. Like, get like Martha Stewart ladies. They're going to love to see you sort that shit. It's going to be fun.
That'll be good. All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website that is abvnetwork.com. You got to check that one out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see us. The ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. We've got our events listed. We have our current inventory, much, much more over at abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/theABVNetwork.
Great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Fuck you, Akeley.
Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.